Good morning, class. So, in the previous class, we discussed the chapter The Constitution and the Need for Law. Today, I will continue this topic and start with the topic Laws and Dissent. Okay. So, what do you understand by dissent? When I say dissent, it refers to strong disagreement. Okay. So, now we will talk about that when we have laws. Okay, laws are supposed to be followed by the entire nation, everyone. Okay, and then how come dissent come in? If people are not happy with certain kind of law, or they do not want to follow that law, what happens? How do they show their disagreement against the law? Okay, so this is about British rule. So let us study. Laws are formulated for the welfare of the people, but a situation may arise where a law might not be in the large interest of the people. What should the people do then? Should they obey the law or express their disagreement? If we look at our history, we will find many instances where people defied, that means refused to obey laws for the larger good of the country. Okay, so they are basically saying initially और जनरली लॉज क्यों बनते हैं? लॉज बनते हैं बिकॉज दे आर फॉर गुड ऑफ द कंट्री ओनली एंड गुड फॉर द people itself only, right, for the welfare of the people. But if we will talk Indian history, okay, and talk about that time period when Britishers were ruling India, okay, so there were many situations when the laws were not in the interest of the people. Okay, that means law were not generally in interest of the people, it favored only few classes. Okay, that was basically during British time. All the laws which were prevailing, they only benefited Britishers, not Indians. Okay, not the common people. So people did not like it. What should they do? Should they obey the law or express their disagreement? Now the question is, since the law is for welfare of all, should they obey these law or should they show their disagreement and refuse to obey law? So let us understand that what happened in the history. So the first instance given here is the salt satyagraha of 1930. Okay, this picture, Dandi March, was a protest against the salt tax. Only here Gandhi is trying, in this picture Gandhi is actually doing salt march only, and the salt march is also called Dandi March. So let us understand what happened. So when did this salt march or salt satyagraha took place? In the year 1930. The British imposed salt tax, according to which the manufacture and sale of salt became a British monopoly. No individual was allowed to make salt. Gandhiji launched salt satyagraha against this tax. Now what happened? Britishers ने basically क्या किया? Britishers, they actually imposed tax on what? Salt. Now salt was something which was a basic requirement. For example, if things are expensive, then you might skip other kinds of spices in your food, but salt is something without which food cannot be made. So what did the Britishers do? They actually took the monopoly of salt within themselves. When I refer to monopoly, what does mono means to? Mono means single. सो उन्होंने पूरा सॉल्ट मैन्युफैक्चर अपने अंडर में कर लिया था, अपने कंट्रोल में कर लिया था. ओके, प्लस सिंस ब्रिटिश एंड दे स्टार्टेड इम्पोजिंग टैक्स ऑन अ बेसिक थिंग लाइक सॉल्ट. प्लस if somebody is making salt individually, that was also not allowed. Okay, so the whole control of selling the salt, of making the salt, and over that putting tax on that was under Britishers. Now Gandhiji did not like it, so what did he do? He actually protested against that and he went for a salt satyagraha against this tax. So on 21st March 1930, Gandhi along with his followers left the Sabarmati ashram at Ahmedabad and walked to Dandi, a village on the western coast of India. Okay, so he left, Gandhiji actually, where he was staying at Ahmedabad, he left that place and he walked towards Dandi. Dandi was basically a village on the western coast of India. Okay. Now he reached Dandi on 6th April 1930. It was quite a number of days. Okay, roughly around 25 days. Here he protested against the tax by making salt. So what was the order of the Britishers? That individual cannot make tax. Now how did Gandhiji actually disobeyed that tax or break the rules led by the government? He actually went to this place Dandi, एंड वहाँ पर इन्होंने खुद से और अपने फॉलोअर्स की हेल्प के थ्रू सॉल्ट प्रोड्यूस किया. It signified a challenge to the authority of the government. Now, he had actually challenged the power and the authority of the Britishers, the government at that time. The Dandi March marked the beginning of civil disobedience movement, and after that after this salt satyagraha, actually a civil disobedient movement started in India. That means not to obey to Britishers. Okay, disobedient movement, civil disobedient movement. Now this is one example where it is tried to show that if the laws are not actually in favor of general people or the citizens of the country, then how can people protest against it, and how in the history the people have actually protested. Okay.